Hello, good morning, Sheriff Lombardo on the line.
Morning, Sheriff Dave Bogerson up in Carson. Thanks for coming. Looks like we're ready to go whenever you are, sir.
All right, good. All right, let me call to order the Nevada Commission on Homeland Security Committee on Finance. Today's date, September 7th, 22 at 10 a.m. First order of business will be roll call. So I have the secretary conduct the roll call.
Yes, good morning. This is Shereen Whipple. Sheriff Lombardo.
Present.
Greg Herrera. Michael Brown.
Michael Brown, present.
Christopher Lake.
Here.
Carolyn Levering. Aaron Lynch. Dan Smith.
Present.
David Fogerson.
Present.
Samantha Laddick.
Here.
We have quorum, Sheriff.
Okay, confirming that Carolyn Leverly and Aaron Lynch aren't on the line.
That is correct. Oh, wait,
Okay.
Here comes Aaron, one moment. Hi, Aaron Lynch, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Morning, Aaron.
Good morning. Sorry for my delay.
Oh, you're fine. We're just getting started. So we're on agenda item number 2, public comment, discussion only. No action may be taken upon a matter raised under this item of the agenda until the matter itself has been specifically included on an agenda as an item upon which an action may be taken. Public comment may be limited to 3 minutes by person at the discretion of the chair. Comments will not be restricted based on viewpoint. Do we have any public comment online?
Sheriff Dave Fogerson.
Go ahead, Dave.
Thank you, sir. We do have one member of the Committee on Finance, Greg Herrera. He was worked for Washington County Sheriff's Office. He's recently retired. We're working to get either a letter from him or a letter from the sheriff saying that we remove him from this committee because he's changed employment status, and then we will be seeking a member to fill that role behind him.
So I know you brought this up some time ago, David. Do you know, is there some unforeseen delay or what's the holdup?
I think it's just some confusion working with the Washington County Sheriff's Office myself. We thought that he sent us a note and both of us thought it. And so we're just waiting for the note. And Corey Solferino from Washington County Sheriff's Office is on the call. He talked to Sheriff Balaam this morning and we'll get that wrapped up hopefully today.
Okay. And what action needs to be taken by me or yourself to burn the replacement?
I just have to, if we have replacements, and I would like to see about keeping that as a Washington County Sheriff's. That way we balance this committee north and south. And Washington County Sheriff's Office has provided a recommendation. So I'll submit that to the governor's boards and commission's office to see if they agree with that.
Okay. All right, anybody else for public comment? Seeing none, hearing none, we'll move on to agenda item number 3, approval of the minutes, discussion for possible action. Do we have any additions, deletions, or do we have a motion for approval?
Sheriff, this is Brown. I'll make a motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion on the floor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
All those against identify by nay. Hearing none, the motion passes for approval. Agenda item number 4, request for Urban Area Security Initiative UASI program de-obligation funds to be awarded to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Discussion and possible action. Suze, are you on the line? Are you able to do the presentation?
Hi there. Yes, good morning. This is Suze Coyote.
Thank you, sir. This is the request by LVMPD for a robot dog that was not fully fundable through the FY22 grant funds for HSGP UASI. And so the request for deobligated funds from FY19 HSGP, where they were requesting for the coverage of this essentially the description. This essentially is the robot dog equipped with cameras, speakers, lights, and a microphone. This will be used primarily for SWAT operations to carry technical equipment into places that are too dangerous to send a person into, to search for a suspect, to facilitate communication with the subject by crisis negotiation team, to de-escalate the situation and safely take the suspect into custody without endangering the lives of officers. The platform is modular and can easily be adapted to additional missions such as search and rescue, CBRNE, crowd control. They're also requesting for deobligated funds, wireless radio, a system that allows the operator to send commands to the drone, but more importantly, allows this platform to integrate seamlessly into the larger Silvus wireless network that they built in past grant projects, and then batteries for this robot dog. And the total funding requested is $150,000 in these FY19 deobligated funds.
All right, so we have an initiative representative here in the room with me, Rachel Skidmore. I just have a question, or I guess a statement reference this particular item. So is this the robot dog fully funded now with this deobligation? You comment on that, Suze, or do we need Rachel to do that?
My understanding is between the FY22 HSGP grant request and this FY19 budget, between the two of them, it's fully funded.
Okay. Any questions of the committee? All right, seeing it as an action item, can I have a motion for approval? Dan, Aaron?
Dan Smith, for the record, I make a motion to approve the deobligation in item number 4 for approval.
All right, with a motion on the floor, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those against say nay. Hearing none, the motion passes. Thank you for that, Stan. I appreciate it. Moving on to agenda item number 5, grant status report, discussion only. Suze, I see you're listed as the presenter again.
Hi there. Yes, attached in your meeting materials is the report on existing HSGP grants for the federal fiscal years 2018, 19, 20, and 21 for the period ending June 30th of 2022. It's the complete report of the status of all these projects and which projects in those grant years have closed, as well as a budget summary of each, including their funds expended and any deobligated funds for your review. That's all I have. If there are any questions, let me know.
Do we have any committee members with questions? All right, not hearing none, we'll move on to agenda item number 6, DM/Homeland Security FEMA audit results for the federal fiscal year 2022. Discussion only. Jared, are you on the line?
Yes, Sheriff. I'm here in Carson City. Jared Franco, for the record. The Division of Emergency Management undergoes yearly federal monitoring and state auditing because of the visibility, sensitive material, and duties our division is tasked with accomplishing. Currently, we are undergoing a state audit by Nevada's contracted CPA firm, I. Bailey, for the warehouses we ran and controlled during the pandemic. This state audit has been going on since FY21 and should be wrapping up after their next site visit to the Las Vegas warehouse, scheduled for a later time when the southern warehouse is more organized from the consolidation of the northern warehouse. As of now, we don't see any issues coming from the audit. Starting in 2021, Nevada's contracted CPA firm Eide Bailey conducted an audit on our disaster grants, or also known as our public assistance. The audit lasted for months, finally wrapping up in July of 2022, with the only finding that needed corrective action was reporting the grant dollar amount received to the Federal Subaward Reporting System, or FSRS, in a timely manner to ensure compliance with Federal Funding, Accountability, and Transparency Act. Back in April of 2022, 5 personnel from the FEMA Region 9 staff were here in the DEM office for 5 days, conducting an on-site financial monitoring review of numerous different grants, including both of the 2017 floods, our COVID disaster, a 2019-2021 Emergency Managers Program Grant, 2019-2020 HSGP, as well as our 2020 Nonprofit Security Grant Program. There were no findings for this monitoring visit, and we were praised by Region 9 personnel for the amazing job our grant staff does. Last week, August 29th through September 7th, our preparedness officer from FEMA headquarters, who oversees Nevada's HSGP, conducted a program monitoring. He monitored 60 HSGP grants spanning from federal fiscal year 17 through federal fiscal year 20 to ensure compliance with Code of Federal Regulations and program guidance. We have not received an official findings letter, but after talking with him before his departure, he did say he didn't see anything that needed corrective action, and again praised our staff for the great work they do. With that, nothing else to report, but I can answer any questions you may have.
Sheriff Dave Bogerson.
Go ahead, Dave.
So one of the things I wanted to make sure we do with all this is, right now we have about $95 million worth of grant funds moving through the organization. I want to make sure that we daylight all this stuff, especially to the Committee on Finance. So, you know, not only do you see the paperwork we have, but also hear about the auditing that gets done on our behalf to make sure that we're being held accountable. I know sometimes we get a bad rap from our local government partners when we come and do the monitoring visits with them, but just want to make sure everybody can see the same stuff that we undergo. So it's on both sides. Ours might be a little more intrusive at times to us from the federal government. We try to be a little less intrusive on our local governments, but want to make sure everybody knows, you know, what we got going on. Anytime we have a grant audit, I'll make sure that we highlight it here at the Committee on Finance, and we highlight it at the Homeland Security Commission as well. If there is a problem, we want to fix it. We want to find it, fix it before it becomes too big. But so far, exceptionally proud of the staff that's been working here for many years on all these programs. Thank you, sir.
All right, Dave, Joe Lombardo for the record. I'll reiterate what you just spoke to. And yeah, granted, it's a pain, and people show frustration because sometimes the perception is you're questioning their trust or their ability, and that's not the case. I think it's all important because we know in the journalism world they may find some little T not crossed and make a big deal out of it. So we appreciate all the effort you've done in that, and I'm glad we're coming out on top as a result of the effort. So that is a discussion only. Is any other comments from any of the committee members reference item number 6? All right, not hearing none, we'll move on to item number 7, public comment. This is discussion only. No action may be taken upon a matter raised under this item of the agenda until the matter itself has been specifically included on an agenda as an item upon which an action item may be taken. Anybody online or up north? All right, hearing none, we will move on to adjournment. Item number 8, and I have a motion for adjournment from one of the committee members.
Stan Smith for adjournment.
All right, there's a motion on the All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Bye.
I anticipate there will be no nays. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate all your time today. And David, I'd like to give you a call a little bit later to talk about this new cybersecurity task force. So see if it has any effect on our Homeland Security funding.
Absolutely love to, sir.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Look forward to